the reason you're struggling to sell your service is not because nobody wants your offer, and it's not because you have a bad offer. If there is one successful company in your industry that sells the same service as you do, then you can be confident that neither of these is the problem. The problem is that the landscape is very competitive right now. And especially if you run an agency, it's extremely competitive. And you need to sort of learn how to position your service in a way that is unique, in a way that is more specific to your prospects than any of your competitors. You need to disguise your service as something else, something that they want, something they haven't seen before, but something that is highly relevant to them. Something that when you tell them, when you put this one sentence pitch in your email or outreach message or whatever, they will think, aha, oh, that's nice. I've been looking for this. Sort of like when people find my SaaS Vinna AI that creates personalized videos at scale. It's sort of one of those aha moments. You can automate this. Finally, I found a tool that can automate this. That's the exact same thing that I want to help you achieve. And this will make your service 10 times easier to sell. Before, by the way, almost forgot. Before I start this video, we recently launched a Skool community. I will put the link to that in just down below. It's completely free, don't worry. The goal with this Skool is simply to get people in there, share free value, share all of my outreach workflows, how to create offers and all of that. And hopefully you will decide to sign up for my SaaS Vinna AI after, creating your sequence because it really helps, right? Anyways, back to the video. So here's sort of how I want you to look at this, right? This is your customer right here. This represents your market. Now, one thing that is worth noting here is that, say this is a SaaS founder, right? I'm gonna make this me, right? SaaS and then founder. Now, if one person has certain latent conditions or do certain things or take certain actions or have a certain goal, that typically represents your entire market. So meaning that me that runs a startup SaaS, sort of what I do and how I view the world typically applies to everyone, to almost 100% of startup or SaaS startup founders. But this is me, and I have a certain goal, which is, for example, I'm going to take my real goal here, which is to scale my SaaS Vinna AI to $100,000 in monthly recurring revenue. That's my goal. And to achieve this goal, right, I'm doing certain things, right, because I need more customers. So I have, there's vehicles here, and this is going to represent a car, by the way. So we have vehicles here, and there's 50 of these things. Those are things that drive me towards this goal. And these are things that I'm already doing to reach this goal. And these are things that I'm hyper focused on. I'm not waking up every morning and think to myself, well, how can I scale to $100,000 MRR? No, I wake up every morning and I try to figure out how I can improve these vehicles. And these things can be, for example, content. It can be SEO. It can be, cold email. Right? It can be anything really. And what you want to do is sort of integrate your service to their current process. So what this means is sort of, here's how I process this and here's how I go about it and create sort of unique angles that are basically uncontested. So if I take a SaaS founder here and I post, content on YouTube or LinkedIn or whatever, well, then you can basically assume, I can almost guarantee you that they are trying to figure out how to convert followers, audience, into customers. They are trying to figure out how to get more impressions / views. They are trying to figure out how they can integrate their a pitch, so a sales pitch, into valuable content. So when I make these YouTube videos, I don't make them because, I want to give you, free value. I give you free value because in return, I hope to convert you into a customer. That's why I do, YouTube. That's why I post on LinkedIn. And one of the things that I struggle with, and that everyone who does YouTube struggle with and try to find the right balance, is how much you should sell and how much value you should give. It's finding that right balance. So if you have a video editing agency, you can approach this person right here and tell them, for example, we help integrate, and now I run a SaaS company, right? That's the example in this case. We integrate Vinna AI. So then you can have something like this. We integrate company. So this would be Vinna, my SaaS. use cases into valuable long form videos. And then you could have this way, you'll convert more views into customers. Then you integrate it sort of into my current strategy. So here we have one example if I'm posting content. And this is from a like video editing perspective, how you can play with this. Now, let's take, for example, say you're a SEO agency. Then you can we show your content to anyone who search for your competitors. Now we've integrated that to content, right? And this is just like, some of these vehicles, right, SEO or cold email will be more adapted to your service. But this is just showing you like how you can be creative here. And then if they use like cold email, well, then you can have something like, we'll deliver your SOP your unique selling point directly to your competitors' customers. Now we have an angle for cold email here. And like, it's not like, what you can do as well here is that you don't need to do exactly this, but this will get people interested in your offer. And that is typically the most difficult part. It's to get people interested. But once you get them on a meeting and once you get the chance to explain what you do and sort of explain your service, because this is what people think they want, but it's completely different to what they actually need. So the biggest challenge for most people is to get the foot in the door, essentially. And this will help you do this. And it's not lying. I mean, what you can do here, we deliver your unique selling point. Like you can just scrape, their LinkedIn followers. It takes like 20 minutes. And then run that campaign as an evergreen campaign. And then have like, your typical strategy. That's the main source. And, say content here as well. We will personally reach out and convert anyone who engage with your content and convert them into customers. Here's content again. So this is a way to get in the foot in the door if you have like an appointment setting team. You can get the foot in the door this way. So there are so many things that you can do here. And then as well, like SEO SEO is a good thing. Say someone uses SEO and you sell website. Like this is just, I'm just going to stretch it now to show you like the endless possibilities here. Say someone is doing SEO, right? That means they're competing for keywords and search terms on Google, and you sell website development. Then you can have like, we make your potential customers pick you over competitors. And like then, they ask you, well, how do you do that? Well, you run SEO campaigns, right? And you get people to click on your website, but they're not only clicking on your website, they're clicking on, competitors' websites as well to find, the tool that seems like the best fit for them. And, if you have a good looking website, well, then you will convert more of them into your customers. And this is actually this example here is very good because this happened to me. I spent $20,000 on our new website for Vina AI. And, I'm not looking for a website. I get website pitches all the time. Always, respond not interested, not relevant, right? But this guy, Jafar, who actually built our website, he approached us with an exact similar approach to this. And we're actually running his email campaigns right now. So let me see if I can just minimize this window a bit so you can see this here. So I'm actually going to show you now quickly what I mean. You can see here 28 meetings, and we've contacted about 4,000 SaaS companies. And keep in mind, this is web development for SaaS companies with 11 to 100 employees, CEOs, executives. This is probably the toughest niche there is, right under ecom. And we're still getting, these results, which is just crazy. And that's using this approach. You just twist the angle, twist the words a bit. And all of a sudden, you have something completely unique. This sounds completely different, but it is the same thing. Because all of a sudden, right, you're not just selling a website, a WordPress website or whatever, that nobody could care less about. You're actually you're selling a mechanism, if that makes sense. And so it's also another thing you need to keep in mind, that whatever vehicle I'm using, say I'm using SEO, or say I'm using, YouTube as I'm doing right here, or say I'm whatever output I'm doing is going to be to get customers. So if you sell video editing services, I want to go back to this example again because it's very easy to demonstrate in that area, right? If you sell video editing service, you're not selling scripting, video editing, thumbnail creation, more views, more subscribers. You're selling more customers. And the way you get them more customers is by, for example, integrating Vina use cases into valuable content, right? If someone could help me create videos that integrates Vina naturally into valuable long form videos that people actually want to click, and I don't bore my audience with sales pitches all the time, then I'm on. Like, I'll pay you whatever you want, because that's sort of like that's what you're selling. You need to see sort of how, and it's not rocket science. You just need to think of like, okay, if someone is running SEO, then what problems are they facing? Well, someone else ranks above them, or maybe they rank high, but they lose some customers to competitors because their website looks better, or they get clicks from Facebook ads, but nobody converts because the landing page sucks. But the way you explain it is not saying we help you increase website visitor conversion, because that's too saturated. Too many are offering exactly that. You need to frame it in a different way. You need to sort of knock on the back door instead of the front door as everyone else. So just by twisting the words slightly, you'll stand out in any market. And obviously when you're reaching out to people, right, you want to twist this a bit to make it look better, right? So for example, now I'm gonna make another example just to demonstrate exactly like how easy this is. So now we're going to do something slightly like different here. Say you're a market research company. So what we're gonna do in this case is, right, so this is like for any SaaS, right? This applies to any SaaS really that has competitors. So then you could write something like, we'll identify the exact reason why your customers pick you over, and then you could insert like competitors. So this would be like SendSpark. So then you could have, for example, we'll identify the exact reason why your customers pick Vina over SendSpark. And then the next sentence, then you have like, we'll identify the exact reason why your customers pick Vina over SendSpark. Then you can use that to acquire more of their customers. Or then you can use that to pitch, right? You get the idea. Like, it's super easy. This shit is super easy. But right here, we don't mention like market research or anything like that. And we can even take this a step further. And this is like what you can make this look like in an email or a LinkedIn message, right? So then it would look like, hey, Oscar, which is my name. We can send your USP to users of SendSpark and Vidyard to get you around 4 new customers per day. Here's a quick video on how it works. And this is just competitor 1, competitor 2, custom variables that you enrich in Clay, first name variable here. Here's a quick video on how it works. And then you embed a personalized video here of you scrolling up and down on their website or LinkedIn profile, also completely automated. And for this, you use my SaaS Vina AI. And when they click on the video, they, don't get redirected to some boring landing page and there's a weird Loom video here, right? They get directed to a completely custom landing page as well, and it works exactly like a cold email sequencing tool, but you instead have a complete landing page here. Again, you will have their first name on the landing page. You'll have, competitor 1, competitor 2, right? And there's a personalized video here scrolling on the website. You have reviews in here. You can link your like LinkedIn, YouTube, right? A fucking conversion tool that converts better than anything you've ever seen before. And this helps you stand out, not only by your positioning, but also in which the format you pitch your service. Very few use video to pitch, and if you add a video here, click-through rates will go through the roof. You'll boost engagement, more people will respond, you'll get more meetings booked, you'll stand out. You're completely different from anyone else who have contacted them. So this is sort of how I look at this. You need to find your angle, and you can change this a lot, by the way. And you can reach out to, multiple different of these people, right? You can reach out with an SEO offer to YouTubers or to people sending cold emails or whatever. You just need to adapt your angle and your positioning to their current vehicles, essentially. So this simple hack, I promise you, just try it, and you will find it so much easier to acquire clients. And you won't need some ridiculous offer because you're not competing with anyone. The only reason you need these super like risk reversal offers is because of the competition. And with this, you don't have competitors. So this is what you want to do. Anyways, that's it for me. And I really hope this video was helpful because this has helped me a lot. And don't forget as well, join my free school. I'll actually plug it here quickly. You'll find the link to this in the description. We have 168 members and it's an active community in here, so you can ask me any questions. And I'll also add a weekly coaching call soon where you can meet me in person and ask me questions, and I will help you out personally to achieve your goals. So join, why not? It's free. Link in description. Right, cheers.